It's called red oak, not because it's red. It's because the leaves turn red in the autumn or the fall, as it's known in America. And yes, there is a sort of slight pinkish hue to the wood if you put it side by side with white oak. And this has been a big challenge for us. So we've actually run for the last 7 years or so a really targeted campaign to promote red oak all over the world. But it's not red, it just isn't. And especially if you select red oak from the northern states or from the higher altitudes, it's not red at all, and you can get more even color, etc. In terms of its uses, it does everything that white oak does. Everything. It's oak, after all. There's only one thing that it cannot do, and you cannot make wine barrels out of red oak because it has this porosity. So all the liquid will end up on the floor. But everything else it does. And in fact, some of those things it does better than white oak as well. We've actually given red oak to some manufacturers around the world. We did a project with Benchmark in the UK a few years ago where we said, look, here's some red oak, northern red oak, southern red oak, here's some American white oak, here's some European oak. Just work with it, do some tests in the workshop. Nothing scientific or nothing particularly scientific, but just the sort of standard things that you would do with wood in making furniture and joinery, whether it be bending or certain joints or, mortise and tenon, etc., etc. Anyway, they did this project and they were all a bit sort of, well, we don't really like this red oak stuff. We're used to working with white oak and European oak. But by the end of it, they were all genuinely surprised that actually this stuff is amazing. And also, they said in some ways it works better than white oak. It's slightly easier on the tools, easier on the machines. And it often stains better than white oak as well. So actually, red oak really, really offers a fantastic timber species that has many, many potential applications. We've just got a bit stuck on the name. And of course, what we have seen is that some users of red oak around the world have developed other brand names for it, if you like. So they've developed, there's glacial oak we've heard about. And of course, that's a reference to where that particular red oak is coming from. It's coming from the far northern states, the lake states, sort of glacial area of America. But at the end of the day, it's red oak. It's just where it's being sourced from that's making the difference.